What's going on, Mr. Christopher? How's it going tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to some Borderlands 2 on the PS Vita, where we continue our relentless sham farming. I didn't have time to really prepare for this one, so I gotta run through the whole bunker crap, or 1,000 cuts area. Mr. Dima, welcome. Mr. Zaki, I thought you weren't streaming. I wasn't. We were unfortunately hit with what I want to call the Air Canada purge. Our flight did get cancelled. It was supposed to be for tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning, and we got the email at 8:30 tonight that it was cancelled because they're going on strike. So, yeah, go somewhere else. Yeah, we're gonna go to the cottage, I think, for the week. So yeah, still won't be streams this week, but I do have the time to do one right now. So we're gonna get some sham farming in tonight. How's my camera? I don't like where it is. How about that? Sure. I don't know. But, yeah, so. Jessie's not happy because her family lives in Newfoundland, and I have never met her family, that part of her family before, so. She is not happy. So I'm hoping that going to the cottage will try and help her feel a little better. But we'll have to see. I'm sure we'll have fun. There's lots of stuff to do up there. It's all nice out in the wilderness, so to speak. Backyard's pretty huge, so there was a picture of it on the channel a little while back, when my dad and I went up there to clean up what looked like a tree warfare after some crazy lightning storm in the wintertime obliterated a bunch of the trees. So, backyard's on there. What day will we go to the cottage? Probably tomorrow. We're probably gonna head out around 10:30 in the morning. So, yeah, I'm not sure how long this stream will be, because I'm also picking up my brother from his friend's place around like 1:30ish in the morning here, so we'll see. Alright. We're not here. This is for another stream. We're doing sham farming. Need to go to 1,000 cuts. I really wish the bunker just had a spawn, like a fast travel. I don't know why they make you run through all this shit just to get there. But hopefully we can do it quickly. Normally, yes, I would have already preemptively run through all this, but I did not think I would be streaming tonight, so hope you'll stock a lot of food at the cottage for the week. Yeah, I mean, the cottage is like there's a town there, right? Like, they have a grocery store, they have a food land, so we usually, when we drive up there, it's like a 3.5 hour drive, but when we get up there, stop in at the grocery store, buy whatever you need, and the grocery store is only like 5 minute drive from the cottage, so, if you need something else, then you can always drive back down there. Got lots of DVDs up there we can watch. I'll bring some of mine from home as well. Let me see if I can grenade jump this just to make it go a little bit faster. How's here? You can almost just like jump this anyway. All right, lots of menu opening here. Don't need the Norfleet. That's not really going to help us in this situation. We need the Infinity though. There it is. I'm gonna keep allow you to unequip this because I don't want to kill myself. There we go. All right. Let's try this. Oh, success! I thought it was gonna bounce right off. Okay. Which one was it? It was the explosive one, right? There's one. Have a barbecue at the cottage. I think the barbecue's still up there. It might be. I don't know, because the cottage, it used to be my grandparents' place, right? And then my grandpa passed away, and then my grandma's dementia got real bad. So she came to live with us in like 2021, whenever I started university. So then the house sat vacant for a long time, and then we went up there and kind of turned it into a little cottage so we could go up there and relax. Yo, help! Blow them up! There we go. And you gotta like sit here for a second so everything can spawn in, otherwise if you walk too far then guys behind you will spawn in, although I think I have to. And the turrets will also respawn for some stupid reason. Here we go. Jet loaders. I hate doing this part. It's so time consuming because you can't just run through this. Oh, there's the turrets that respawned. Borderlands 4 comes out in September. I know, I'm so excited for it. Comes out September 12th. 12. So, I don't know why. I kind of hate how some games just come out after the entire of summer vacation. Like, I don't know. I feel like, and I mean, again, I don't make games, so what do I know? But I feel like you would boost your sales if you're like the game developer or the publisher or whoever. I feel like you could boost your sales if, you know, you kind of release your game at the heart of September. Or I mean, heart of, summer. Because that's when everybody's home and has the most time to play it, not like literally right when school starts. These turrets are stupid. Ah, my god, bee shield. Play hide and seek in the forest. You trying to set me up for some great horror movie plot, Mr. Zach? That's the one thing I don't think I'll ever do up there, though, is, like, watch a horror movie. Because as much as it is, like, maybe 5 minutes out of a town, it's also, like, the only fucking house out there for a while. And no thank you. I've seen my, my fair share of horror movies where people are stranded out in the middle of nowhere. And some creepo dude is waltzing through the woods. It's a warlorder. That's a warlord. Yay! You can't hurt me. I don't fear you. It's what spawns in behind you that I fear. Alright, turret, go. That's not good. That's not good. Second win timer is being dwindled like crazy here. Turret! Look, new Mafia came out in the summer. Oh, is that I've seen a lot of people playing that. I don't understand the concept of it though. Like, what do you do in the game? Is it a story game? Or is it like a not story game? I don't know. I've seen lots of clips of it, but I just like actually have no idea what the hell it is. Oh fuck, that's my turret. Okay. That's not constructor, that's fine. I want my turret for constructor. Even though I have my Lyuda, which could probably shred him pretty good. Oh no! God damn it, I need an on-level, infinity. What is you jumping for? Okay, that's not ideal. You're firing shit into the air. Criticals! Even without the bee shield, it's pretty good. Oops. There we go. Alright, now, surprisingly enough, it's the soldiers that you gotta worry about. Even though they The door has opened, but they haven't spawned in yet because processing power. I keep seeing, not read, partially skimmed through an article today on Borderlands 2, or Borderlands 4 for the Switch 2. And I will just say that it doesn't have, and this is kind of like what I don't understand, especially since the Switch 2 doesn't have like a Switch Lite kind of, hard to explain, I've never played them. Ah, okay. I share the live in the Discord, thank you, my friend. Doing God's work. I don't understand, I mean, I do understand this, but I don't at the same time. For the Switch 2, they don't have, they didn't add split-screen multiplayer into the Switch 2 Borderlands 4 version. But they did keep, like, you can still do 4-player online co-op, which I suppose is nice. Because I think Borderlands 3 on the Switch 2 only had, oh, I'm, like, low on fucking ammo. Jeez, I wasn't paying attention. I think it only had 2-player co-op. Like, it's kind of like the Vita. I'm eating snacks while watching. What kind of snacks are you eating? I need to know every detail of your life. It doesn't have split-screen co-op, but it has the 4-player co-op, or online co-op, so... I just find that kind of an odd choice, because, you know, the Switch 2 is the home console version of Nintendo stuff, and not having that is kind of, like, I don't know. I assume a lot of other Switch and Switch 2 games have some kind of couch co-op mode. I mean, that's kind of like what the Switch original advertised a bunch, wasn't it? Oh, you're... Oh! That's not fair! Serpentine. He can hurt me. That's the problem. Ooh. I can't see the bullet trails, so I don't know where exactly you're shooting. Salt and vinegar chips? Nice. Oh. Oh my lord. You gotta not, you gotta... Oh! I was really hoping I wasn't gonna kill him and then not be able to get the second win, but I guess this guy would have been here for it. I'm not a fan of salt and vinegar chips. I don't know what it is. I don't know. They kind of just taste like vinegar, and I don't really find myself craving vinegar that often. Ah. No sound. Ooh. I apologize that the stream is a little quiet. I have it turned down so that when we get to the bunker fight, it's not egregiously loud. Is that door not open? Ah, fuck, I didn't slag him. Man. It's kind of fucking wrecking my shit. The door is already open! Is it not? No. Oh, what the hell was that? Bro was just spinning around. Okay. It's fine. We can kind of run through the rest of this, I think. Ooh. Holy fuck, you guys launch. Kill him, turrets. I hate running through this. I hate running through it anyway, and I hate running through it on the Vita. What comes after the 94 Sham? The 95 Sham. I don't know. I think what we're gonna do, because like I said before, I want to keep this series alive as much as possible, like doing the Borderlands 2 Vita. And I mean, it gets a little more challenging. Gets a little more challenging once you've beaten the entire story. So, I think what we're gonna do after the Sham, whenever that ends up being, is try and hunt down all the pearls on the Vita, just so we can see what they look like. We have one. We have the refill Avenger, so it's that SMG that refills ammo. But that's the only one we got, and I think we got it in a... like, we got it really early on in UVHM with Mr. Honest Liar. I think we had acquired that from... we went to go fight Midgemong, and after beating him, there's that chest in the, like, the bazaar room. That, like that red chest, or that, whatever it is. Lag. There's lag? Where's the lag? I am having a hard time spotting it. See, in order to play this version of the game, you just gotta, like, slow your own brain down. And then that way they'll, like, fall into sync. Super uber constructor guys over there. Why? Why is there so many warloaders? Oh, fuck. No, not the turret. Not the turret. I'm getting bullied. There goes the constructor. I didn't know his rockets could curve like that. Look at that, 24 damage. Mr. J, what are we playing on? We're playing on the PS Vita. I have the case somewhere. Well, we're playing on a PS TV, but, you know, it's a PS Vita. We're playing the physical version of the game with the cartridge. We're doing this as authentic as one can in 2025 without modding the crap out of your console. Is there a guy behind me? Where did you come from? I killed all of you. Okay. But yeah, we're playing on the Vita, and we're trying to be the first people in the world that I'm aware of to obtain the 94 Sham on the Vita version. It's a really rare shield, anyway, and I don't think anybody in their right mind has played this version of the game long enough to the point where they want to hunt for the max level 94 Sham. And I also want to point out is that the Sham, the max level Sham, for the Vita is only level 61. I didn't slag him. Is only level 61 because that's just the max level that the Vita has. We did not get Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade 2, so therefore no level 72, and we definitely didn't get any Digistruct Peak, so this is what we got. Get that health, there we go. I have a controversial question I want to ask you. Do you think the Earth is flat or round? Why do you think this is a controversial question? I mean, personally, I think it's round, and I think satellite imaging would tend to agree with me. I don't know, why do you think it's flat? I won't judge too hard. Hello? The constructors sound so menacing, but so cool! Okay, we got a distracting... Throw that one. Throw that one. Slag him up. Criticals. This hurts him pretty good, actually, but, like, we can't see... Oh, I thought he was dead. Fuck, he moved. Boom! Ultimate Constructor gone. I'm gonna blow that up before I blow myself up. Nah, it's round. Alright. Did you think I was a flat earther? Just by looking at me, would you think I'm a flat earther? Is that why you asked? Please don't crash. Somebody's got a sniper, I heard it. Can these guys carry snipers? It's obviously hot dog shaped, obviously. Why else would you think that way? Galileo walked so the Earth could be hot dog shaped. Actually, no, Galileo, was he the guy that did the Earth, or was he the solar system guy? I think he was the solar system. I don't know, I did a, when I was in high school, I think it was grade 10 maybe? I did some, like, I don't know what you call it, like visual comic thing for one of my classes, and it was like on some scene uh, from some adaptation of Galileo. I had to find like some wig or something and pretend I was crazy, and I designed like all the comic pages and who's left? Hello. Designed all the comic pages and narrated over them and all that. I don't know if the video of that still exists. It might on like one of my old hard drives from the backup of my old laptop. I don't know. I was just curious. I believe in the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension. Isn't there a fourth dimension? Isn't that proven? Like the Z-axis? Alright, we finally made it to bunker. We did it in 20 minutes, or a little less than 20 minutes, because the game loads. It's not terrible on the Vita, I don't think. Definitely a lot smoother than, like, the first time we attempted this. One would think their GPU is dying. One would be correct in assuming that, but we're just on the Vita, so, you know. Could it have been dying? Possibly. Why do you fight through the enemies instead of just running to the bunker? That's a good question. Well, I mean, the first set of enemies, as you're ascending the hill with the first constructor, you have to kill them. Otherwise, the door won't open. The second set of enemies, I don't know. I could have just ran through it. I don't know. Part of me is afraid that if that many enemies spawn in at once, the Vita might just crash. And I don't really want to run through all that again. On here, so they should have just made you a real fast travel station. That could have made things so much easier. That's the crappy thing too. Even if you mod your Vita, you can't put like content mods on most games. I mean, I know there's like patches that you can install for some games. Like I know a lot of the more kind of like Japanesey visual novel games. They have patches for them, but it's like language translations, right? Like, so you can play them in English, or the subtitles are all in English or whatever, right? So we're doing this this phase. Getting back into the groove. Oh, I forgot to put my things on the screen. Hang on. Okay, you got a little turret on bottom. You gotta blow up, please. There we go. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh yeah, visual novels. Yeah, so even if you did mod your Vita, Borderlands 2, and I know a lot of people also ask for Minecraft stuff. Like you can't, there just doesn't exist that kind of thing for like Minecraft Vita where you could put mods, like content mods, or you probably could put map packs if you really tried. That question reminded me of something. In The Lord of the Rings, the planet is flat, but only for the elves. Really? I have never seen or read The Lord of the Rings. I read part of The Hobbit for a class that I did in university. Okay, way. Pretty good damage. I mean, it's okay. That's not the phase that I like doing on him, but... Bam. 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 Alright, that was run 50, 152. Forgot to put those up. And I can already see we're off to a regular start with no Sham. That's fine, we need the Iridium for upgrades. What were the other two? We were looking for 2 items, weren't we? Mr. Zero popped in and asked us for something, and then I think Mr. Dima, we're still looking for... What was the rocket launcher you were asking for? That you wanted to see? The E-Tech rocket launcher? Minecraft Vita has some cool mods. Oh, it does? I know there's like... What's it called? It's not like revisioned or whatever, but it's enhanced maybe? Minecraft Enhanced on the Vita? Oh, I thought it crashed. Slag top, yeah. Oh yes. Lego Lord of the Rings game is peak. I haven't played that. Like the only Lego games I really played, like I put so many hours into the complete saga and all the Lego Star Wars games on whatever console they came out on. The Mac version too. Bet you a lot of people can't say that they put shitload of hours into Lego Star Wars 2 on the Mac. I played a little bit of the Lego Batman games. We had Lego Batman 2 for the Wii and the original. My voice is not agreeing with me today. Darn it, you've just made me start a new playthrough. Here we go again. You gotta track down a Vita and do the playthrough on the Vita. It changes your whole perspective on Borderlands. Ah. 1 second. There we go. Little better. What are we at? We're at 6 SMGs and 5 Shams, so that's, I think we're within the statistic of the point, whatever it is, like the 3% of just getting either of them, and then, yeah, it's 3% on the Vita, because I think it might be pre some update patch or whatever that made legendaries a little more common in, some of the mini bosses. There's some very special continent that only the elves can go. That only the elves can get to because if somebody else tried it, they just go in a circle. Oh. Yeah, I can kind of see how that makes sense, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. I know, like, there's a whole bunch of world building you gotta understand if you want to get into the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit and all that. I don't know, I just thought it was cool, because when we learned about, Tolkien, wrote the Hobbit, right? Yeah, he did. Like, I just thought it was cool, and, like, once I kind of knew this, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes total sense. I can totally see it within the novel. Is that he was in the war, like the World War I, I think? And, like, you can definitely see all the aspects of isolation, wanting to go back home, having, you know, lopsided trust in new people you've met, kind of thing. I don't know, it was cool. Oh man, I'm missing chats, my apologies. Borderlands 2 PC mods are so good, the replayability is in... The replayability. I love how you split that up into 2 words. Yeah, I know. I mean, Borderlands 2, just in general, has some good replayability anyway, and I think the whole gambling and loot system kind of creates a, an infinite replay. Like, I know a lot of people might not like the fact that, oh, there's, like, an item that's insanely rare that mathematically it's near impossible. But that kind of thing makes you want to come back to the game and just see if you can get it. And that creates infinite replayability, in my opinion. And yeah, the Borderlands 2 PC mods, there's definitely something to be said about quality of life, where you can just kind of set a spawn and you don't need to run through an entire area. Only problem with that is that even if that kind of thing existed on the Vita, I just don't think it would be able to load that much. That fast anyway. So, you know, you're limited by hardware, but 154. Have you packed for tomorrow's cottage trip? Well, I mean, I was kind of already packed, right? Like, I had my suit, my carry-on with all my clothes and everything, and I was just gonna pack. I was just gonna bring my Vita, honestly, for electronics to Newfoundland. So I'll pack away some more electronics. I'll pack my laptop away once I'm done the stream here. I'll bring my Legion Go thing with me as well. But other than that, most of it's already packed. Gotta pack diabetic supplies, because that's always fun to do. Nothing like driving 4 hours away and worrying you're gonna run out of insulin. So, we're pretty much already good, but, you know, still a few more things. Speaking of replayability, Castle Crashers is super awesome. Been putting way too much... Castle Crashers, what's that? Explain. Not really. The movies are really fun watch anyway. There's a lot of lore, sure, but you'll learn all you need as you go, and the rest doesn't really matter unless you're in unless you're a giga nerd. Damn. Yes, watch Lord of the Rings trilogy. I think Ben has, I think he has all the Lord of the Rings, but I mean, I'm sure you can stream them online anyway. For free, I'm sure they exist on some streaming platform. One of the 8,000 streaming platforms that the one thing that you want to watch is either on some wacko platform or just not on any of them. Mr. Jim, I was nearly attacked by a Canadian goose the other morning. You have the best tidbits you just open the streams with. I'm waiting for the one where you copy Johnny Test. Bro just comes into the stream. I blew up Malaysia. I'm waiting for that one. You never played Castle Crashers? I have not played Castle Crashers. Is it like a PC game? Is it a console game? Is it something for like some really old game console that I'm gonna need like an RCA connection to my TV or something like that? Here we go. Now we can do fast kill. Yeah! Lawn mow 'em! There we go. Yeah! Fuck. I don't think he's dead. He's like a couple hits, but he's not dead. Do yourself a favor and play it on one of these days. What's it for? Like, what platform do I use to play it? Are you dead, sir? Yeah, okay, he was dead. Fine. Whatever. Better safe than sorry. I was walking to the store and a flock was crossing the sidewalk at the same time. It hissed at me. I told it to go fuck itself and immediately backed off. Damn. Yeah, no, Jesse's afraid of geese. I don't know why. I mean, usually they're pretty docile until, unless they have like a baby goose with them or something. But like, other than that, they don't usually give you a problem. Look at all this sweet iridium we're getting back. No Topney, unfortunately. I was playing Borderlands Game of the Year earlier today. On the, I was trying it on the Portal because I wanted to see kind of what that was like. It was pretty good, but I never really realized all the changes that they put in the Game of the Year edition versus just like regular Borderlands 1. Like, it's so nice having the mini-map, and it's so nice having everything just pick up automatically for you. But I think the other thing is, and this was a weird thing in Borderlands 1, is that when you were sprinting and you jumped, it like stopped your momentum as you jumped. It would like change your FOV back to regular. And I mean, technically, or no, it didn't really stop your momentum. It kind of just felt like your momentum was getting stopped. And I don't know, they fixed it in the other one, Game of the Year edition. But the Game of the Year edition has a memory leak, so it's a little hard to play for long periods of time. It's on everything. It's classic. PC just got mod support for custom characters. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up style game. Ooh, I like those kinds of games. I prefer getting my movies by sailing the seas, much easier than 5 separate subscriptions. It's on Switch, 360, 1, PS3, 4, 5, damn. Kind of a shame it didn't make it on the Vita, because I feel like a side-scrolling beat-em-up game is kind of like, that's just like the perfect kind of game for the Vita, right? I mean, a lot of PS1 games were around that kind of style, right? Or the shoot-em-ups, like ship arcade games. I love those kinds of games too. They play very well on the Vita. Vita does PS1 emulation like a treat. But then again, your watch could probably do PS1 emulation. Canadian ones are far from docile. I mean, I live in Canada. They're in town all the time, but maybe I've just never pissed off a goose properly. No. I myself, for when I want to watch movies, Damn, he's doing this phase a lot today. I myself am a physical media guy. I like my DVDs, I like my Blu-rays and all that. The one thing, I mean, I do like some VHSs, although we keep the VHS player in the basement when it's not being used. And it's... one of the belts is not even a belt anymore, it's just a big elastic band used to keep it together, but the one VHS tape that I'm keeping my eye out for, and I have never ever seen ever, is Revenge of the Sith. It was never released in Canada or the States. I think it was only released in the UK and maybe Australia, and even then, like, I don't think it was very prevalent. So, if anybody ever comes across a Revenge of the Sith VHS that's not a bootleg, and it's, like, relatively cheap, because the ones on eBay are, like, 300 bucks or more. If it's relatively cheap, pick that shit up immediately. Oh, man. I'm not in my spot, wait! There we go. Vita would have been awesome for that game. I wonder if somebody's modded it. Did it ever come out on Android? Because I know a lot of, like, the custom games made, or custom ports for the Vita come from Android versions of the game. Like, that's how they were able to put GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, some other games, I'm sure, onto the Vita. They also put, I don't know if these are, like, custom made, or, like, they're, like, you know, made from the ground up kind of thing for the Vita, but they're still ports, technically, or versions of games that exist. Because I saw, and I have this on my modded Vita, is a game called Bugdum. And Bugdum was a game, I think it was made in either 98 or 99 for, like, the original iMac. It came on the applications CD. And you can just get you can put it on your Vita if you want. And I guarantee that was never an Android version, so I'm not entirely sure how that kind of game works, but still fun. And Nanosaur. The original Nanosaur was also on the... I have that on my Vita. It didn't. A Vita port is being worked on by somebody on Reddit as a 20... Oh, really? I like how in North America you can just stumble upon, like, a bunny or turkey in an urban area. At the cottage, my, in the backyard, there used to be, I think there still is, actually, but if you get up early enough in the morning, you can see, like, turkeys just tear through the yard. I don't know why, I don't know where they go, but it's funny. And yeah, there's, like, bunnies everywhere on the lawn here. What was the highest percentage Sham so far? We got an 87%, I think, was our highest. It's in my inventory. We got an 87, a couple 81s, and then I think an 80%. That's what we've got so far, so not quite what we're looking for, but, you know, we're getting there. Also, welcome, Mr. Slushman. How's it going tonight? Daisy, what are you doing? That's just a bag, it's not gonna hurt you. That's the bag I brought to work, so it probably smells different. Make sure she's not chewing on cords. Whoa. Hello, you gonna win me the Sham? Okay, maybe not. No room for you, is that, Just making sure she doesn't attack my setup. The cables don't need to move for them to become enemies. Oh, fuck you! Where is he? Why does he keep doing this form? I think in the last Sham stream we just used up all of the other way that he does this because he was doing that one a lot more. But when he's on this side, I think we can kill him a lot quicker. So he shows his, like, full underside, and we can get a lot more pellets on him. There we go. We got him. If you don't get it before you find a God roll Sham, you can then look for a Satan roll Sham. Oh, the 77%, is that what you're referring to? Yeah, no, coincidentally enough, just by logic, the 77% Sham is as rare as the 94. Because they're both the, like, far ends of parts that you need to get the thing. I don't know. I mean, I think we'd definitely be the first person to get a 77% Sham on the Vita. Ooh. I would just like anything, though, at this point. We need to look for a Sham that has the honeycomb thing. I don't know what the other parts look like on it, and you definitely wouldn't be able to tell from a distance on the Vita. But, you can kind of see the honeycomb from a distance. So if we get one and we see a honeycomb, we know we have a chance. If we don't see a honeycomb, it's probably another 81. I have no idea what the 77 Sham looks like anyway, so... Nothing again! Dude! Like, just give me anything cool looking and I'll be happy. Like, just throw some legendaries. Or Pearl. We haven't had a Pearl out of there yet, and I know it's possible, but we haven't had one. And that makes me sad. That makes me upset. I restarted, when I thought I was going to Newfoundland. Like, I got my Vita and I made a new Borderlands 2 character so I could, like, play him while on the plane, right? Because it's like a 3.5 hour plane ride. And, you know, I started him, and on the Vita, you know, because I know there's some areas that have 60 frames, and Claptrap's place is one of them. Like, it's literally right at the start of the game. You gotta wait for the snow to clear out, and then you, like, look up kind of at the back end of the map in that spawn area, and yeah, sure enough, looking at the sky gives you 60 frames. You can see the northern lights moving in 60 frames. It's cool. It's interesting to me to think that of all the versions of the game, except for the PC version, of all the versions, the Vita was one of, if not the only one, to have an unlocked frame rate. Because the PS3 and 360... Okay, when I say unlocked, I mean going above its target cap. Or its target, not its cap, its target. Because the PS3 360 versions capped at 30 and dipped below 30 in some instances. And the Handsome Collection on the PS4 and Xbox One had the 60 frame cap and would sometimes go below that. But the Vita version is the only one that didn't have a cap, and it can go anywhere from 15 to 60. So there's a little fun fact for you. Not really know what you do with that fun fact other than wish that the Vita was not as shitty as it was in terms of support. Where are you going? I don't know. I'm really hoping the rumors of a PS6 handheld companion thing are true and that it's not another remote play device. I want a new handheld, but you don't need to make it fancy. You don't need to make it, you don't need to make it, you know, like a gaming PC where the thing is thick as fuck and only has a 2-hour battery life. Because Sony's good at making handhelds. So just make the thing. Doesn't need to be huge. Doesn't need to be 8 inches. Just make it comfortable. Make it powerful enough. And then you're good. And... give me a sign, please. Because I think in the portable gaming market, we've gotten away from the fact that game consoles are, while they may be portable, they are no longer pocketable. The DS, the Game Boy, the PSP, the PS Vita, all pocketable and portable gaming devices. The Switch, no. The Steam Deck, absolutely not. The Legion Go, you deserve to be in a psych ward. Ooh. Ooh. Nah. So, you know. And I think what makes portable consoles, like, feel like portable consoles, like, you get that feeling of joy, I guess, when you use something like a DS, is when they are pocketable as well. Pretty sure the Switch version is uncapped. Is it? Switch is pocketable if you have really deep pockets. Bro's walking in with, like, the long johns with the sewn-in pocket down to his calf. Yeah, these are pockets. I need one of those, like, grabber hand things to reach into the bottom of them, but... Was it uncapped? I thought it had a cap of 60, didn't it? Or less? Did it run... It's been a while since I've used the Switch version of the game, but... I thought it capped out at 60, maybe in the TV, and then 30 when it was docked, or maybe it was 6, or I mean, undocked, or maybe it was 60 when it was undocked. I don't know. But I mean, if it's running at 60, then it has a 60 cap. Guy who dumps his BL2 Vita cartridge to emulate the game and play it in 60 FPS because his PS3 caps out at 30 and he doesn't want to buy a newer version. Just because the game runs at 60 FPS doesn't mean it's more stable, unfortunately. That's the one thing that plagues the Vita version, is its stability. I saw a guy on Reddit, and I think I said this before, he wanted to play Borderlands 2 on his phone, and so he got a Vita emulator and played the Vita version. I don't know if it ran any better than, you know, how it does on the handheld. I would assume it did, because smartphones are a great deal more powerful than the Vita by this point. But yeah, he did that. Don't know why you'd want to, but if you really need to play the Vita on the go and you just don't, or the Borderlands 2 on the go and you don't have a Vita or a Switch, or a Steam Deck, then that guy's got you covered. Mr. Antis, welcome, my friend. This is crazy. We're crazy people. Yeah, no, we're trying to get a Sham, a 94 Sham. We've gotten a few Shams already, but not the one that we want. And we've played the game all the way since the beginning. We've streamed it all the way from the beginning. We've done TVHM and UVHM multiplayer, because Mr. Honest Liar found the stream from wherever he watches them and decided that he would get his Vita out and play with us. So yeah, we've been through it, and we've decided to do one of the most impossible challenges on the Vita to see if we can be the first people in history to obtain the 94 Sham and stream it on the Vita. So yes, I haven't seen this version in years. Oh yeah, we're playing on a PSTV, unmodded, of course, because we just like torturing ourselves. And we're using the cartridge version of the game as well, so we're doing this all like it was 2014 again. And one had the DualShock 4, because I don't want to hook up a DualShock 3 to the PSTV and play it that way. Even though the battery life would be better. The battery life, surprisingly, is not terrible. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm using an old PS4 controller that was never really used from back in the day, or if the Vita TV, because it doesn't send rumble out. If that's any better. No, don't you be chewing rubber things. I see you. You gonna go under the couch? Hmm? You being crazy? Switch Lite is kind of pocketable. I mean, like Mr. Jim said, you gotta have some deeper pockets for that. Because we got my mom a Switch Lite way back when, because she loves Animal Crossing, so she plays it on there instead of her 3DS now. And I mean, like, the Switch Lite is a decent size. I think. Still might be slightly too big. But, you know, I think it's a decent... Hey! We're not chewing everything we see. Especially since those cables did nothing to you. What are you doing? Did nobody play with you today and now you just have all this energy? Crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Is that from 1984? I guess they didn't lock him in a room with the rats. They, like, locked his face to a cage and then had a rat come into it, and then bro decided, censorship might just be for me. I think that's how that went. I don't know. It's been a while since I've read 1984. Ugh, says Mr. Fatal. Welcome, my friend. How's life? The other mod I've seen people do on the PC version of Borderlands is, like, they increase the tick speed, I think. So, like, if you're waiting here, for example, you can just increase the tick speed and essentially just fast forwards the game. Which is kind of nuts to think about, but, I mean, I guess it makes sense if you don't want to wait around for something. Fire rate! One thing I also want to try one time is to try and download my Borderlands 2 PS3 character onto here. Because he's, like, got OP1 gear at this point, right? And I just kind of want to see what that would look like. If the game would even launch that character. Because he's, like, 72... Well, he's 11 levels over the cap of this one, and all the gear is over level, and I just want to see what would happen, because I know if you have guns in your inventory, or like gear that's not on the Vita version, it just tells you, please install the required DLC, or the DLC that the gear belongs to. Which, you know, it's fine, and it doesn't let you access that weapon in your inventory, it just doesn't show up. But what happens when your character is over-leveled? Like, what does it do? I want to know. Mr. Fatal, are you being mean to Mr. Jim? See, the bunker fight's nice, because once he's, like, doing this and slowing the hell out of my game, I can read the chats. I need to clean my clean my room. The bed rotting is too far. Oh no. Well, that's an improvement from. Will you be back next weekend from cottage? I think so. I think we're coming back on the 23rd on that Saturday. So, oh Sham. Switch Lite is at least very baggable. I can never justify putting my Steam Deck in my bag. Really? I put my Legion Go, I mean, granted, I would never put it in because I don't have a screen protector on it, so, but, like, I would put it in my bag when it's in its carrying case. Didn't the Steam Deck come with a carrying case? Is this the top knee? No. That's blue! Slowly replenishing our ammo that's been lost from the Torg DLC. But yeah, because the Legion Go's like pretty decently sized too. I think it's bigger than a Steam Deck. I remember got the perfect B in the Vita. Oh, nice. Gotta document this stuff. The first person to get this perfect version of something in the Vita version. He started it. I'm not wrong though. Because like, yeah, the Legion Go is this is the first one that they made. Like, it's yay big. It's pretty large. Like, there's my hand next to it. I don't know, I got bigger hands, but like, I don't know. It's like large, but the carrying case, it adds a little bit of bulk to it, I suppose, but I wouldn't mind throwing this in like my backpack or something. Right? So, it's not bad. Mr. J, welcome, my friend. Oh, wait, no, you were already here. My apologies. Were you? Oh, yeah, you were. My apologies. Sorry. I'm not gonna put that on the floor. The cat's gonna eat it. Use Sledge's shotgun. I don't have Sledge's shotgun. It's Borderlands 2. I know you can get it, but I don't have it. Jolts will probably make a vid on it if you do. That would be pretty cool. To get recognized by one of those bigger Borderlands 2 YouTubers. I mean, Mr. Tex. He streams Borderlands 2. He's got a pretty big following. He's got like over 30,000 subscribers. He joined one of the streams the one night. He joined us on the Twitch first, and then found the YouTube. He's been doing the bingo card stuff with some of his friends. I've seen him post. I have a Lenovo and it's great. That's how I'm playing like Ocarina of Time on PC. Oh, Borderlands 3. Nice. I know. It's like I like the Legion because it runs Windows. I know you can put Windows on a Steam Deck, but it's not as elegant. But like running Windows, it lets me play Battlefront 2 on the PC, which you can't do on a Steam Deck because of EA's anti-cheat crap. You can emulate things, so you know if you want to PS3 emulate, DS emulate, whatever. And if you just have older PC games that you want, finally he's doing this phase. Holy shit. If you have older PC games that are like disc-based, which I have Spider-Man 3, and, you know, granted you have a USB disk drive of some sort, you can install those kinds of games and play them on there like that. And thankfully, Spider-Man 3 had controller support, so it just sees the controls as like an Xbox controller. Get it? Get what? So, you know, that's why I like it running Windows. And it's kind of designed for Windows anyway, so... Ooh, what do you mean? What? I want to see if I can run through that wall. Or just fucking platform 9 3/4 that shit. Harry Potter? Can you drop the thing, please? I need content for the people watching. Well. What the fuck is this? What was the spell that they said to get through there? Did they just run into the wall? I don't remember. I haven't watched Harry Potter in a while. Come on, bro. We haven't got anything. We haven't got a SMG. We haven't got customizations so far in the stream. What the hell, man? What the hell? Is it my active missions? Because it's failed. I swear whatever your active mission is, it changes it. Yeah, okay. Fine. I'll change the mission. I knew what I was getting into when I decided to do this. But I also made the mistake of seeing that it was possible to get the shield by watching other people get the shield. So, now I'm obsessed. No games found. The Vita lobby system never got an update. Still just stuck on 1.0. I'm pretty sure every other version of Borderlands. Well, it never made it to version 2.0, I don't think, but it got updates throughout its history. This one did not. Man. Tired. Get to drive 4 hours tomorrow. In the morning. Alright. Let's go. Alright, I'll switch my active mission. See if that changes anything. Say it to my face. We'll do this. So does it crash a lot? Oh, yeah. Not in this boss fight, thankfully, and coincidentally, the DLC's not really. The Oasis, when we played the Oasis DLC, it crashed once or twice, kind of like in that first main big area. And the Torg DLC so far, what we've got through is it hasn't crashed, which I'm kind of impressed about. Because the Torg DLC, especially that beginning area, kind of big. Okay, this is not ideal. But in the main game, and especially once you kind of get through the first parts of the game, it has some stability issues. Three Horns Valley is one of the first areas you'll start to encounter crashes. The way that you can avoid them is by going into your inventory as less as possible. Which kind of sucks in a Borderlands game, because a lot of it is inventory management, but... and then in, like, somewhere like the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve, you just have to have your loadout ready before you go, and you gotta just run through the whole thing, kill Bloodwing, and then make it back without opening your inventory. It kind of sucks, but that's just how you have to play the game. Otherwise it will crash, and you can't really do anything about that. And it gets even worse when you kind of get into UVHM and multiplayer. When we were playing UVHM and we got up to Brick for the first time in 1000 Cuts, we legitimately could not progress past the initiation. We killed everybody, and he, like, you know, ripped his mask off and jumped down, and as soon as he jumped down and the cutscene ended, the game would freeze. And we did it twice in a row, and usually it won't do it twice in a row, especially if we already started in the 1000 Cuts area and didn't, you know, like, fast travel there. Doing it twice in a row, like, means you're not getting past it. So I had to turn my game offline. There's the bunker SMG. I had to turn my game offline and do it alone, and that was the only way I could get through it. So, unfortunately, that's just the state that the Vita version's in. It did not receive a lot of these stability patches that other versions got, and, you know, because of the hardware, I just don't think that would have mattered anyway. Because believe it or not, this is the optimized version of the game. This is the version of the game after all the stability patches and everything. Because we have the cartridge. One day I want to try this. The cartridge has version 1 of the Vita version on it. So whatever version of Borderlands 2 was out in 2014. So if you don't update the game, you can play that version. That version did not have any stability things. Like, it was a bad version to play. A lot of people complained about it back then. And if you look through the patch notes, when you update the game, it says it enabled the extra 64 megabytes of VRAM that was seemingly left out originally, because I don't know why any developer would have thought that this game was running on a Vita with less memory. But can't you still merge them? What do you mean merge them? Or merge them? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Like, you talking like transfer your saves? Is that what you mean? Ooh. Eat shit, brother. I love when he does that face. It's so fast. Makes me look like I know what I'm doing. The weapon merge glitch because I didn't get patched until way later. You might have been able... You might be able to, I'm not sure. Because, like I said, I'm not entirely sure what patch version relative to the other versions of Borderlands 2 this one's sitting on. If I had to guess, whatever patch version came out when the... Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. Whatever patch version came out when the first Vault Hunter upgrade pack came out. That's probably whatever internal version of Borderlands this is running. I don't know. We've had that question asked a couple of times and I have no idea how to answer it. Because I'd imagine some of the other glitches you could probably do in this version that you can't do in that version. I think you can do a speed glitch with Axton, but it's probably not recommended because the Vita can barely load shit at normal speed, so if you're like zooming through the map, you're probably asking for it to crash. Damn. It's not dropping anything. The RNG is not with us tonight. Yeah. Crap! Garbage! Angry gorilla. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a YouTuber out there who dives into the Vita version. I would imagine probably not. We might be the only people on the face of the earth right now streaming Borderlands 2 on the Vita. There might be someone else, actually, but we might be the only people who are doing it in English, so... You know. I don't think there's anyone else out there, another YouTuber, who kind of really dives into this version of the game. Maybe not as much as we have, but I don't know if I would consider this diving into this version, more so just playing and experiencing it, and you kind of just find these things out by playing it. Like the crashing, for example. You figured that out by playing that easy, because you can't really avoid it. The unlocked frame rate, you figure that out. The fact that the Terramorphous Arena, when he's not in it, runs better than most areas of the game anyway. Right? Like, I don't know. But we will eventually obtain all the pearls. I want to kind of see that on the Vita. All the Gen 1 pearls, since, again, no UVHM upgrade pack 2. Come on! You think they're adding pearls in Borderlands 4? I kind of hope they are. And I kind of hope they're not shit. If they do. Or at least some rarity after Legendary. Because Borderlands 3, even though the Legendaries were like insanely common, but still, a lot of them just felt pointless, and I don't know. I'm glad that they're taking Borderlands 4 in the direction that they are with how they're dealing with loot and all that. Making it actually feel legendary again. Boss fight. Is that a jet loader flying? No, that was a guy jumping. Alright then. Bunker talking by an area, or is he just like just a random voice that they put in him? It'd be kind of cool if he talked in binary, but then again, I don't know what the hell that would even sound like. Give me something, man. Anything. Like, we would, like, go up there and check to see if the drops just weren't flying down here, because for whatever reason on this version, he doesn't shoot the loot as far. Well, I mean, I'm guessing it's probably because of frame rate, because the frame rate tanks so much when he does start dropping stuff that, you know, but after we saw stuff start falling where it's supposed to in the middle, then we're like, alright, no more of that, because that adds so much extra time. Found a Facebook post of a guy emulating the Vita version on their ROG Ally. Why would you want to do that? The ROG Ally can just run regular Borderlands 2, can't it? Like, it runs Steam. I mean, I know the ROG Ally's maybe not the most powerful gaming PC handheld anymore, because, you know, the 2 exists, and Extreme or whatever exists, and Lenovo's made stuff, and the Steam Deck, but, like, clearly it runs on the Vita, so, you know, I would assume that the ROG Ally could just run Borderlands 2 pretty well. Like, you could max out the settings and probably get, like, 60 frames. No PhysX because NVIDIA card. That's sad, though. Right, lol. Yeah. It's sad to think that... I can't remember if it was the 50 series or if it's, like, the next generation of graphics cards, like the 60 series. They're dropping PhysX support, so Borderlands 2, you won't be able to play with the PhysX setting anymore with NVIDIA cards, and the NVIDIA cards were the only ones that allowed for it. Like, it's technology built into the graphics card, I guess, but very few games ever really used it. But it's so cool. Like, on Borderlands, like, there's, like, actual cloth physics. You can shoot through cloth, and it leaves realistic bullet holes in the cloth, and you can tear it up, and it'll realistically billow in the wind. And, like, explosion particles and, like, debris from the wall actually falls and sits on the ground forever, and there's fluid simulation. Like, having that in a game from 2012 and having it in the art style that Borderlands 2 is in with the cell shading, it just looks so nice, and it's so satisfying. But you can only do it on NVIDIA cards until the, like I said, either the 50 or the 60 series, depending on which one it actually is. And that's sad. I think the pre-sequel also used it, but I don't know if you could really turn it off or on. But definitely not getting that on the Vita. I think if you tried that, you would quite literally watch the Vita explode. Spontaneously combust, perhaps. Because, I mean, it's choppy even with, with everything turned down. Like, this is probably... apart from going into your PC settings and, like, using text edit or something to turn all the values down to minusculely nothing, this is probably the lowest setting preset version of the game that you can achieve. Because I don't even think the PC version you can make it look this bad if you turn everything off. And I guarantee it won't run this bad if you turn everything off, either. Unless you're trying to... I was gonna say, unless you use, like, an old PC, but, like, I'm pretty sure a 2009 MacBook could probably muster up better FPS than this if you cranked everything to low. That's a jet loader. Just go on. 12 FPS gaming. Mr. Skycat, welcome back, my friend. I'm talking about 12 FPS. This is at least 13 or 14. Just don't look too hard at it. The 50 series uses 32-bit PhysX. Okay, so the 50 series still had PhysX support. Okay, then it must be the 60 series that said... Holy shit! I am legitimately gonna restart the game. See if the RNG helps us there. Because this is actually kind of stupid. No, it's not. No! I didn't want you! I'm throwing you back. Let the stork take you back to wherever you came from. I'm gonna restart the game and then we're gonna load back into this area. Because, like, fuck this. No. You need to reevaluate your scale of awesomeness. Sorry, the 50 series dropped. Oh, okay, so the 50 series was okay. Yeah, that's sad then. You can't play it Borderlands 2 in the best way possible. I always find it funny though, and I don't think the PS3 box might have it. Let me restart this shit real quick, because what the fuck is this RNG right now? Maybe if we restart it while we're already in the bunker area, it'll be better. Maybe it was the pre-sequel? Or Borderlands 3? I don't know. But on the back of one of these boxes, it said, like, for the console version, it says NVIDIA FX. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But maybe they just have to put it on there for, like, branding purposes because it's their thing. But, like, consoles are not running NVIDIA FX. I don't care what you say. Not with them, those cloth simulations. Like, not only, Mr. Gabriel, welcome, my friend. Not only was it cloth simulation, it was, like, accurate shadow simulation with the cloth, too. And you have, like, the... If you've ever played the Handsome Collection, you have, like, the god rays coming down from the Eye of Helios and all that. And that would realistically react with the cloth in the way that you've cut it up. Like, you can cut it with your melee weapon, or you can cut it by shooting bullets through it. Like, I wish I could show it to you guys, but I don't have anything here that has an NVIDIA graphics card. Actually, no, that's not true. I have my 2009 white MacBook. Technically, it has an NVIDIA card in it because they still ship the MacBooks with dedicated graphics at the time. It's like a 9400M or something, GM something, whatever. Technically, it could run NVIDIA PhysX if I put Boot Camp on it, and, well, it has Boot Camp, but download it through Windows 7. But, like, you know, that's not gonna be good for anybody. The slag was cool. All of the fluid stuff was cool. Like, whenever you would blow up a barrel or something, or whatever, right? Like, it would have the puddles of corrosion or whatever, right? And it's that kind of thing, and I think a lot of games just don't really do much of it at all is physics. Like, there's no game, unless it's, like, solely designed for physical interactions. Like, I know Half-Life Alyx. Like, if you've ever played that one, it's a VR game. That's a good game where I think it's a great balance between fun gameplay with a good story, and also the world is realistic because it reacts with you how you would expect it to. Like, physically. Like, you can interact with almost everything you see. And I think a lot of modern games just don't do that, and I don't understand why. And I'm not counting ray tracing as physics, okay? I know light rays and calculating that stuff is, sure, yeah, that's physics to some degree, but it's not like... No, oh, don't fly away. I screwed up, I blew up both your turrets, I'm sorry, but... Shut up. Alright, we got him. But I feel like if a game has good physics, it's probably solely designed for that. And then there's not really anything else to the game. So, and it's mainly VR games, because I know Red Matter 2, if you've ever played that, play it on the PS5. If you have a PSVR 2, that's kind of the definitive way to play it. Native 4K rendering, 120 FPS, haptic triggers and all that crap. It's got some pretty cool ray tracing stuff in it, and especially with its shadows. they react realistically, and it's got good paper physics and everything in it. Oh boy. Let the restart be for... please. This might be another... or not another, because I think we've got at least one sham in every stream we've done. This might be the first one we just don't get a fucking sham. I'm being punished for I don't know why. There's an E-Tech. Gross. No Topney either. I forget what Mr. Zero wanted us to find. Oh, there's 24 people in here. Welcome, everybody. If there's an item that you want me to try and find, or keep an eye out for, let me know. Just leave a comment. So I have something else to kind of keep my eye on while looking for shams. So it's not completely pointless of, you know, finding an item that barely exists. Mr. Dima has suggested we look for a slag Topnia, so he hates us. We're pretty sure it drops from Bunker. Like, it can drop from him in his random loot pool. Have yet to see one. But if there's another item that you know Bunker could potentially drop, leave it in the comment, and I will try and find it. That's a Hyperion sniper, it looks like. I hated the Hyperion weapons. Other than the conference call, I just did not like the gimmick of the thing wobbles like crazy until you shoot it a bunch. Because half of the guns have really shitty mag sizes, so by the time the thing stabilizes, you have to reload and then you have to do it all over again. But at least with the conference call, it stabilizes pretty quick. And its mag size is decent. They ruined the conference call in Borderlands 3. They brought it back just to ruin it. Alright. Let's try this again. Here's a set of skin that are pretty rare to find. Oh, the customizations. We found Axton's and Gage's customizations, so we'll keep an eye out for those. I didn't put them in the, on the screen, like, list of things that we could find, because I didn't want to write that all out. So, but yeah, we've got, like, probably around 6 customizations, I'd say, with the rest of them. But they've been repeats. I don't think we found anything other than Axton and Gage's, so we'll definitely keep an eye out for those. But other than his, like, dedicated drops, let's say, like, is there anything else you want me to try and keep an eye out for? You've got an explosive gun, I heard it. Boom. You're still alive? Please, just drop something. I just want to see anything. We got so spoiled last stream. We got like 3 things in a row, I think. You're not doing the thing I'm asking you to do. I don't know, that's the thing with Borderlands. Some days, you get insane RNG. Like, you get the thing first try. Other days, you just never see it. And you question whether or not those first days were even real. See, this is shit too. Like, where's my good stuff? I'm not even gonna wait for the other stuff to drop. There's no point. I'll go for a couple more runs. Like I said, I gotta get up early tomorrow for a drive, and I also gotta pick up my brother from his buddy's place here pretty soon. So we'll do a few more runs, and then we'll call it for tonight. It's gonna be a shorter stream. I might do 3 Sham farms because this one was short. But that'll be after I come back from vacation. So, looking to come back on the 23rd of August, so we'll be gone for a week. But until then, feel free to peruse around the channel, watch some older live streams. We got tons of stuff in the live section. Tons of Borderlands stuff, Borderlands 2 Vita, Borderlands 1 on the PS3 with some multiplayer. There's one, I want to do this more, but there's one Borderlands 2 VR stream in there. It's kind of hard to hear me talk. I didn't realize the audio was like that, so whenever I do that next time, I'll definitely have to turn the in-game sound down. There's some Rocket League stuff of us just dicking around. There's Rec Room stuff, which is pretty funny. So there's lots of stuff to watch, and then there's some videos too. If you're into God of War, I did God of War playthroughs on the PS2, going through those games for the Time Capsule series. I will just forewarn though, if you do decide to watch those, the God of War 1 series was like my first kind of, what do you call it, resurgence back to YouTube after many years hiatus. So it's a little rough in terms of audio. But, you know, and I didn't have my Elgato yet, so I was just using a USB-C to HDMI capture card. So picture quality isn't the best either, but it's a PS2, so you're only getting so much picture quality. I didn't have my component to HDMI adapter either. But it's humble beginnings is what I would like to call it. And then God of War on the PSP was a little better. One day I will finish that series. I want to play all the God of Wars on their original hardware, so God of War 1 and 2 on the PS2, God of War Chains of Olympus Goes to Sparta on the PSP, God of War 3 PS3, and so on. Please drop anything. I'm a little upset. Just a little bit, though. Fucking dropping white items, bro! I said it before, I'll say it again. In Borderlands 4, they better fucking fix, or add, or whatever you do for this. In TVHM or UVHM, whatever ends up being the highest difficulty playthrough. Oh, I thought that was the fucking Tobnia there for a second. Whatever it ends up being, I don't want to see white items at all in the highest difficulty playthroughs, because that's just pointless. I know there's like 30 billion guns or whatever they said, as opposed to the 1 billion in Borderlands 3. So, like, just disable all white items in UVHM. Green items, sure, that's fine, whatever. It's not like you're going to use them anyway, but at least they're worth more than white ones if you need to sell them. I don't think there's going to be a quest that requires white specific items like there was in the pre-sequel, where you had to donate a bunch of white items to a mailbox for some dude who's fighting for some war, and then you end up killing all of them anyway. But unless it's for that, I don't want to see no white items. It's also kind of hard to find the 94 Sham when no Shams are dropping. Alright. We'll do... What time is it? We'll do 2 or 3 more runs. And then we'll call it quits for tonight. depending on how fast they go. At least whenever we do get to the Borderlands VR 94 Sham farm, it should look a lot prettier than this. Whenever I do that, I want to... I think I'm gonna need like a wireless mic or something. Like a, not like a mic pack, or maybe like a mic pack, I don't know. Because if I want to stream it to Twitch and TikTok, I'm going to need to plug it into my computer, and I'm most definitely not standing right next to my computer microphone to capture audio that way. So wireless mic will probably be the way to go. And then I can just stream it through the PS4 as well. Because that just makes all the audio stuff easier. Do I need to kill you with a different gun? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Do I need to kill you with the Lyuta and then you'll drop the thing? Like right around here. Right around here is where he would drop it. Or not. Just don't. I can take it. I can take the constant beatings. Don't worry. I don't know. It's like you can see the item, because he drops a very specific kind of item pattern on the Vita version, mainly because I'm guessing of processing limitations. So keep the randomization down to a minimum. But like, it's like when you can see it dropping in a certain pattern, you just already know it's not going to drop a sham. If that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I have a feeling it might be. And the other version is just more random, you know, because CPUs exist that aren't from 2012 that probably shouldn't have ever been running Borderlands 2 in the first place. 168. What do we think the lucky number is going to be when I... Actually, no. What do we think the lucky number is going to be when I do find a sham? Like, just any sham. Not even the 94. I don't even want to think about that. Like, I've seen people online just get 94 sham story kills. And I envy those people because... I don't know. Usually 93%. No, I meant like what run number do you think we'll get? If we get 93 shams, I'm gonna cry. Or 93 sham, I'm gonna cry. But no, I meant like what run number do you think we're gonna land on when we do get a sham? The propeller in the back of my ear was pretty cool. Some of the audio on the Vita version is just like impresses me sometimes because it's so heavily compressed, and then other parts of it are just like perfect directionality for some reason. Oh, it's a nice fast kill. Thank you very much. Lawnmower 'em. Oh. Oh, I need to get a infinity, an arm level infinity. Because that damage, while pretty good, I'm gonna get killed, is with a 2 levels under infinity pistol. So I would really much like a level 61. 212. Did you pick that number because of the Battlefront series? Hello, sir. Brother, what the fuck hit? Oh! We killed him. He shouldn't respawn. Oh no. He's seizing because of the frames leaving his body. Shut the fuck up. It's fine, we killed him. 405? Do we just see any Sham? 405? You suck! Did you throw my Sham off the edge? That'd be pretty sad too. Okay, different item pattern. We're getting these things. We're getting relics. Nothing. No Topnia. Different item pattern though. I don't know if that's because I died, but you know, difference is good. Difference inspires hope, even if said hope is false. Alright. Are you not what I want? Alright, we'll do one more run, then I gotta go be Uber driver. Man, don't you just hate when you get flung off of the edge? Okay, at least that one wasn't really my fault. One of the times when I was doing this, I just legitimately ran off the side of the edge when I was trying to aim for the stairs. I think I looked at my computer for a split second to read the chat. Like, a literal split second. And I think part of me knew I fucked up because I just turned back immediately and it was over. So, that was sad, but one more run, see if we get anything. If not, then, oh well, woe is me. Woe is woe is me. Then we get to prolong the Vita series, which is fine. A lot of people either have forgotten that this version exists, or had no idea that this version exists. Could be the run. That's a gambler's mindset. This could be the one. You never know unless you try. This is just glorified gambling. I'm gambling away my time and in life to try and obtain this shield. And like, the math says, this could be the one. My doctor says you've got 8 months to live, but alright. Nah, you're not gonna be a fast kill, you piece of shit. Fine! I don't want to have fun anyway. I want to see somebody bore bunker on the Vita. I just want to see how little it takes. Did you fucking shielded half of those shots? I want to see how little it takes to implode the game. Get off of here! You're in my way. You're just dead anyway. Oh. Don't do that again. Please? I hate myself. Well, I mean, okay, usually we do these streams for longer. Tonight is a special case. Usually when we go for longer, we do end up finding a Sham or some customizations or something. But tonight, I just don't have the time. I did want to stream last night, but I didn't. So tonight I thought I would give it a shot since plane was cancelled. Alright, well, we were unsuccessful, unfortunately. But sometimes that happens in life. Sometimes you need to experience the unsuccessful in order to really appreciate the successful. I think that's a good message to take from this stream tonight. Even if the successful is a 94% sham, that is a 0.0048% chance of dropping. That 0.0048 sham, when it does eventually drop, it's gonna feel so fucking minty. But unfortunately, we gotta wait till then. And thankfully, it's not a boss fight we gotta work too hard at. Thankfully, it's not like a kilovolt boss fight where shit's just annoying no matter what you do, because his huge ass shield is it's impenetrable to shock damage. So, and in any case, everybody, thank you so much for joining me on this little short stream tonight. You guys make these streams what they are. It's fun to talk to you guys, whether it's about the game or about life in general. It's just great to hear from you. So I'm going on vacation. I'll be back probably on the 23rd or the day before that, I don't know. Not sure, so on Saturday. If I'm not too tired, I'll try and throw a stream on Saturday night when I get home. Not sure what it'll be. Maybe it'll be more sham farming. Maybe it'll be Battlefront. Who knows? We'll decide when we get there. But until then, take it easy, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your day or rest of your night, depending on what part of the world you're coming from. And I'll see you in a week, so take care.